Good morning. How are you guys doing this morning? I am doing great. It's a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. The sun is out. We can see, we can hear, we're alive. It's a great day. I'm glad that you can hear my voice today. I'm going to be reading you a story for your daytime, and the story is going to be Clark the Shark and the Big Book Report. So you're not going to be able to see my face. This is a recording from my iPad. So I'm going to be reading the book and you're going to be following along with me. I'll ask you some questions, and of course you're going to comment under the video or send a video and put it on your portfolio so that I can see you and hear you answering the questions. Alright, so let's begin. So Clark and Shark and the Big Book Report. Oops. Tomorrow is book report day, said Mrs. Inky Dink. Is everyone ready? Or is everybody ready? Why do you think she's called Mrs. Inky Dink? Send me that video. Tell me why you think she's called Mrs. Inky Dink. Only a few flippers went up. I'm nervous, said Benny Blowfish. I'm scared, said Ella Jellyfish. I can't wait, said Clark the Shark. Why do you think Clark the Shark gets excited or he can't wait? If you're worried about speaking, said Mrs. Inky Dink, just remember, be bold, be smart, and speak from the heart. I'm not worried, said Clark, laughing. Mine will be the best report ever. At recess, Joey Mackerel asked, Aren't you nervous about talking in front of the class? Easy peasy, said Clark. I know my book like the back of my flipper. At lunch, Clark made up a joke for his report. Kenny Ahi laughed so hard milk squirted from his gills. That's funny. That night, Clark tried out his report on his family. They laughed and clapped. Clark even made a fancy poster of the book report with a little help from Mom, so you can see that his book report is about the Frog Prince. What do you think it'll be all about? I think maybe it'll be similar to the story where the princess kissed the frog. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. On the way to school, Joey asked, Are you ready? I'm so ready, said Clark. They should film my report. It'll be perfect. He has a lot of confidence, doesn't he? That's the kind of confidence that I want you guys to have. All through their morning lessons, Clark wriggled and wiggled. He couldn't wait to give his report. Finally, the time came. Who will go first? Asked Mrs. Inky Dink. Nobody spoke. Nobody but Clark. Me, he said. Pick me. He's excited. Clark got up and told his joke. Why do frog princes eat with their hamburgers? French flies, Clark said. Everybody cracked up. And then it happened. Oh, I wonder what happened. Let's see. Clark forgot what came next. Oh no. His mind was as empty as a seashell. He said, Clark had a brain freeze. He wanted to shrink and disappear. Why do you think he wanted to shrink and disappear? Clark was totally tongue-tied. His friends cheered him on. You can do it, Clark, said Joey. Clark smacked his face and stood on his head, but the words wouldn't shake loose. Oh no, he forgot what he was supposed to say. That's not good. Be bold, be smart, said Mrs. Inky Dink, and speak from the heart, said Clark. Suddenly his mind was clear again. Yay! Clark went on with his book report. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was from the heart. And what do you know? His classmates loved every word. Nice. So it's just giving you some facts here at the back. The Clark the Shark's bite-sized facts. So number one, oops. Sharks don't really go to school. That's obvious. But some swim in schools. A school is a group of fish that swims together. So when you see a group of fish swimming together, that's called a school of fish. It doesn't mean that the fish go to school or they have a school. They're just a part of what's called a school of fish. So a lot of fish swimming together is called a school. Number two, sharks can communicate with one another using vibrations in the water and body movements. Can you tell me at least two other animals that live in the water that can communicate? Let me know in the video. And number three, some sharks have good memories. They can be trained to do simple tasks and remember how to do them for a long time. Again, another two animals that live in water that can be trained and have good memories and that can do simple tasks and do it well. Let me know in your video. I'm excited to see your video, so make sure you send them and put them in your portfolio. All right guys, so that's the end of this, and I have more books. Of course, I have more books that I'm going to be reading and sending to you guys. All right, so I hope you take care. Make sure that you wash your hands, stay clean, and make sure that you listen to your parents. Of course, make sure you listen to your parents. All right.